From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Good Friday morning. Right now you're taking a live look at Yakima. This view coming courtesy of Bimart. It's a cloudy, gloomy start out there in the valley this morning, and it's going to look a lot like this throughout the course of the day. Winds already starting to pick up, quite windy in Hermiston and Lexington and Heppner and in the Kittitas Valley. Some of that spilling over into the Yakima Valley and starting to get into the Tri-Cities as well. Gusts are going to be persistent all throughout the day. It looks like they're probably going to peak in intensity around 4, 5, 6 p.m., especially in the Kittitas Valley. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Your day planner forecast for today for lower elevations. Could see some sunshine breaking through for today, but definitely not as much sunshine as what we've been accustomed to. And high temperatures feeling spring-like out there for, oh, by the way, it's the first day of summer. So yeah, 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. Bottom line for the forecast, very windy for today, again, especially in the Kittitas Valley. We'll have rain chances from today through Sunday, the wettest day on Saturday, and it's going to be a high temperature roller coaster as we'll heat things back up for next week. So I'll touch on all these points coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, a Kennewick police officer arrested after allegedly driving drunk, what led fellow officers to take him into custody.
And containment is growing on a fast-moving wildfire near Ellensburg, but crews are still on alert. We have where the flames stand this morning.
And a mother's love and community's grief come together tonight in Wenatchee. Coming up, how friends and families and neighbors are all honoring the lives of 3 young sisters tragically killed. It's all in Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jada Elliott. It is Friday, June 20th. It's Friday.
It's the first day of summer.
The first day of summer.
But it's not really looking like it outside.
I know. We're going to get a little bit of a cool down this weekend, but things will heat back up.
I am fine with that, though. Yeah.
See, we've been really enjoying the pool and the sun.
You're right. I have been too.
Getting the kids outside.
It's okay. It'll come back.
That's true.
Soon.
Yeah. And of course, Josh will let us know when all of that happens. But I know another group of people probably looking forward to a cool down are the firefighters.
That's right. And we want to start with Fire Watch this morning. We have an update on the wildfire that broke out yesterday afternoon in Kittitas County. This was just outside of Ellensburg.
Yeah, firefighters there are now saying the fire is about 50% contained, all thanks to some quick action on the air and on the ground. They say progression of the flames near Cullicum Road have been halted for now. And crews from the Department of Natural Resources and Kittitas Valley Fire and Rescue responded to the area. This was around Trail Creek Road, where roughly 60 acres have burned through timber, brush, and grass. Evacuation levels have also been updated. Level 3 orders have been lowered to level 2, and that's for the 9,000 block of Cullicum Road. People in that area should be ready to vacate if and when necessary. A level 1 evacuation order remains in place from that point down to Trail Creek. Those who are in that area are asked to stay vigilant and be aware of their surroundings. And crews have remained on scene to strengthen containment and will continue to track this progress and report updates as they become available. Now to crime news, an off-duty police officer is facing DUI charges after a crash on Wednesday night. According to officials, just before 10 p.m., officers responded to reports of a collision at the 1000 block of North Montana Street. But when they arrived, they discovered a parked car had been hit and that the driver was Officer Fernando Ramos with KPD, who again was off duty at the time. Deputies from the Bend County Sheriff's Office have taken over this investigation. Ramos was arrested at the scene on suspicion of driving under the influence and later released on a $1,000 bond. In a statement, Police Chief Chris Guerrero acknowledged the incident or seriousness of the incident, saying, quote, driving under the influence is a serious offense. We're committed to learning from this and continuing to serve with integrity on and off duty. And in Pasco, police are investigating a robbery that happened earlier yesterday at the Alex A. Money and Jewelry Shop located at North Fifth Avenue and Lewis Street. So authorities say that the robbery was not an armed robbery, but that the suspects may have tied up the store clerk during the incident. Thankfully, no one was seriously injured, but the suspects ran off with an undisclosed amount of merchandise. Officers spent the afternoon searching for the suspects. Now they're asking anyone with surveillance footage from that area to contact them if they know anything. And as the search continues for Travis Decker, the father accused of killing his 3 daughters in Chelan County, their mother, Whitney Decker, will be honoring the girls at a memorial tonight. The event starts at 7 p.m. at Rocky Reach Park in Wenatchee, and organizers are warning that parking will be limited and they encourage people to carpool if possible. Guests are also asked to bring something to sit on, along with the glow stick or candle. The memorial is being described as a moment for reflection, unity, and love. And Washington state parks are looking to fill some big gaps, especially when it comes to maintenance and construction jobs across parks statewide. Now, the agency currently has more than 700 employees working across its 123 parks. But with nearly 800 historic structures to maintain and also miles of trails to care for, they're looking to hire even more people, particularly seasonal and full-time park aides and construction workers. But according to the state, filling some of those roles, especially in parks on the east side, can be a challenge.
That is kind of asking for a special sort of person who is interested in that. And there's plenty of people who are, but it's not quite as easy sometimes to fill those positions.
If you are interested in working for Washington State Parks or just want to learn more, you can head to our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com. A member of the Toppenish Police Department is now a little safer thanks to a gift that could save his life.
That's right, K9 Grom just receiving a brand new custom-fitted protective vest.
So cute. So the vest was donated by the nonprofit called Vested Interest in Canines, which has provided more than 6,000 vests to police dogs all across the country.
The specialized gear is designed to protect the four-legged officers like Grom from both bullets and stab wounds, keeping them safe while they are out protecting and serving our communities.
Love to see it. So
I know.
Cute.
And they really are such an incredible and invaluable resource and tool that so many of our officers use.
And look, the dog's smiling, so he's happy about it too.
He's super happy. He loves his job.
All right, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest. Residents near Brownsville, Texas are raising environmental and safety concerns following a massive explosion by a SpaceX rocket. But Elon Musk is insisting there is no need for worry. Coming up, we'll have a breakdown of Wednesday's explosion and the aftermath that's followed.
But first, I want to give you that live look outside this morning. This one from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. When we come back, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast on this first day of summer as we head into the weekend. It's 7 minutes after 6.
Welcome to Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where we're celebrating by offering savings up to 45% off.
And get special financing for up to 5 years.
This week at Walker's.
The Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event is going on now at Overturf Kia. Look for the summer discount stickers on select vehicles. Take a spin in a new fuel-efficient 2025 Kia Niro LX Hybrid that starts at just $27,665. Plus, get 3.99% interest for up to 72 months. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
Feeling overwhelmed? It's time to shed your worries, literally. At Columbia Basin Buildings and Sheds, we've got the perfect shed to clear the clutter, create space, and bring peace to your life. Man cave, playhouse, done. Want something custom? We'll build it just the way you want it. And we deliver for free. Summer is here. Shed the mess, shed the stress. See dealer for special pricing. Visit Columbia Basin Building and Sheds today in Kennewick or West Richland.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
The old me was stuck in the daily grind. My routine didn't allow for any self-expression. I found clay, and that changed everything. I realized my calling was to give others the space to be creative, to build something. This is the first and that's how Clayton was born. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow it and bring people together. There's a creative side in all of us. That's what I hope people come here to find.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
It's Walker's Furniture's 45th anniversary sale, where you can buy like friends and family with savings up to 45% off.
and get special financing for up to 5 years.
It's a great time to save at Walker's.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's go ahead and take you on a zone-by-zone tour of this morning's temperatures. We're in the upper 30s up towards Snoqualmie Pass, but mid-50s in Ellensburg, mid to upper 50s in the Yakima Valley, and then for the lower Columbia Basin, a mixture of 50s and 60s, right at 60 for the Tri-Cities and the Hanford site, 40s and 50s for the Bluefoot Hills, and 40s up in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Here's your coatcast for today for the Tri-Cities. A light jacket stuff for this morning. Then a little bit later today, it's going to be t-shirt weather, but noticeably cooler out there. Will be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. That means 60s and 70s for lower elevations. And on top of that, we're not going to have a ton of sunshine for today. We'll have some, but a fair mixture of sun and clouds. And there's even a chance for a shower or two in the upper Yakima Valley. I think for the most part, though, lower elevations going to stay dry. But that is not necessarily going to be the case for tonight, and especially as we head into tomorrow. And the culprit is going to be this low pressure system that we've been tracking over the past couple of days. It was in the Gulf of Alaska. Now it's swinging down towards the south and east. And this is really just going to sort of linger in the region for both Saturday and Sunday. What does that mean? Low pressure always means more active weather. High pressure means less active weather, or at the very least during the summer, it means hotter and drier weather. So that's going to set in for Monday and beyond, which means we're going to be hotter and drier in the next week. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much. 6:11 in your national headlines this morning. There are cleanup concerns following Wednesday night's massive explosion of a SpaceX Starship rocket.
And many are left with questions as SpaceX chief Elon Musk is downplaying the fiery incident.
Andrea Fuji has the full breakdown of the explosion and the aftermath that's followed.
This morning, environmental concerns in the aftermath of the SpaceX explosion, as smoke billows from the site near Brownsville, Texas. Witnesses say they were scared and shocked when the Starship rocket erupted.
I looked over and there was a mushroom cloud in the air and the whole sky was orange.
Crews some 5 miles from the testing site still working in makeshift tents near the road. The testing site is surrounded by a wildlife refuge.
I'm very fearful for what the impacts on that surrounding refuge land was, and I'm hoping that people get out there, today or tomorrow.
SpaceX says a pressurized tank exploded, setting off a series of blasts. No injuries reported. But this isn't the first time there's been an explosion at the site.
We see them out there explode, some of the few ones that landed and they blow up afterward.
They test fairly regularly, literally, maybe even on a daily basis. And because we're not having the closures, well, they don't necessarily advise us, but I think that's what caught everybody off guard.
SpaceX was preparing for Starship's 10th flight test, the previous 3 ending in explosions, like this blazing debris streaming over the Caribbean after one Starship's catastrophic failure, forcing passenger planes to reroute. As the investigation into Wednesday night's explosion continues, SpaceX insists there are no hazards to people in the area and says it's working with local and state agencies to address any environmental concerns. SpaceX owner Elon Musk saying the explosion was just a scratch.
All right, we keep you updated on the cleanup. Still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert forecast coming up after the break as we give you that live look outside from our Bi-Mart camera in Yakima. It is 6:14. We'll be right back.
Boom! So much for you!
Sounds like someone's got the munchies.
Is it too much to ask for you to play a little bit better?
Wouldn't make much difference with your aim.
Hard to miss your big head.
Okay. Hey, we said no head jokes. Build your own munchie meal.
Or get mine.
Welcome to Jock in the Box.
It's the 3-degree guarantee from Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather and Legends Casino Hotel. When Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth gets the high within 3 degrees, $25 is put in the jackpot. If he misses, someone wins. From Legends Casino Hotel and Apple Valley News Now.
End of spring sale at Queensgate Gardens. 30% off annuals and vegetable starts. Hurry in while we still have a great selection. Queensgate Gardens, where adventure grows.
For over 49 years, Shelby's Floral has been your homegrown neighbor, bringing joy and beauty to every occasion. We're more than just a flower shop and specialize in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. Our experienced designers are here to help you with all your floral needs, ensuring that every bouquet is as special as the moment it celebrates. Visit us today at our brand new location on Clearwater in Kennewick. We're part of your community and can't wait to help you celebrate life's moments. Shelby's Floral. Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
Behold my Jack Wraps, 100% all-white meat grilled or crispy chicken with lettuce, cheese, and sauces, and a warm tortilla for just $3. And they're under 400 calories. So if your goal this year was to save money and eat healthy-ish, we got you.
When Josh Colbert nails the high temp, we add $25 to the 3-degree guarantee jackpot. He's on a hot streak and the prize is over $1,000. So enter at AppleValleyNewsNow.com, then watch Josh on Good Morning Northwest. It's all from Legends Casino Hotel.
I don't like the silent treatment.
Next live, Kate Winslet, plus Morse Chestnut, and Carrie Coon.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is going to be a windy day for today. Pretty persistent gusts throughout the day. 5 this morning to 5 in the morning on Saturday. Peak gust around 50 miles per hour at times for the Kittitas Valley, 45 miles per hour for the Blue Foothills of Morrow County, but across the map it's going to be breezy/windy. Otherwise for today, thunderstorms going to be likely up in the Cascades to the east of there, mostly dry, but we'll show you that with futurecasts here in just a second. High temperature is going to be 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year, 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 40s and 50s up in the mountains. For tonight, shower and thunderstorm chances become a little bit more widespread, and overnight low is going to be down in the 40s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s for the Cascades and Blues. For tomorrow, it's going to be another breezy/windy day, but thankfully, it's not going to be, the wind gusts not going to be as intense as they will be for today. Peak gust only around 35 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley, 40 miles per hour for places like Lexington and Heppner. Now let's show you Futurecast radar. We'll put this into motion, and throughout the day you'll see that the bulk of the action is going to be up in the Cascades. Now as we head into the afternoon and evening, some of that may be slipping down into lower elevations, but definitely not going to be a washout for lower elevations. Then we have this next round for Saturday morning. This is 4 in the morning on Saturday. Looks like once again the Cascades going to catch the bulk of that, and to the east of there, can't rule out a few showers. This is 4 p.m. tomorrow. Futurecast picking up on, again, some light showers in the Tri-Cities, but in general, can't reiterate this enough. It's not going to be a washout. Some outdoor plans could be impacted, but I wouldn't cancel any plans. The mountains are going to struggle to pick up half an inch of rainfall over the next 48 hours. It's going to be a struggle to pick up 1/10 of an inch for lower elevations. Could have a few leftover showers for Sunday, but turning much drier for Monday and beyond. Not just drier, but hotter as well. Now, like we've been saying throughout the show, it's the first weekend of summer. It's not going to feel like it will be 15 degrees cooler than average, but 10 degrees warmer than average for Tuesday and Wednesday. So certainly feeling like the first week of summer as we head into next week, which will be the first full week of summer. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Windy but dry today. A few showers possible Saturday and Sunday, then drying out and warming up for next week. In Yakima, rain likely for Saturday, especially in the morning. A few showers left over Sunday, then it's a thing of the past by Monday. In Ellensburg, very windy today, a little bit less so for Saturday, then perhaps a thunderstorm or two for Sunday. In Hermiston, windy over the next couple days, showers possible this weekend, then hot and dry weather returns next week. Then for Walla Walla, dry and windy today, a few showers possible Saturday through Monday, then drying out and heating back up to around 90 as soon as Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Josh. 6:19 still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. We're going to need a bigger boat. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the theaters, the movie that made us fear deep water is turning 50. How fans are celebrating half a century of Jaws, coming up after the break.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Save thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Call Vance when you need a friendly, reliable electrician. We'll keep your home safe with electrical services and equipment upgrades. Save $50 on any electrical service. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Expand your access to library services with the Great Rivers Library Partnership. Get a library card at the following participating libraries. Get your Mid-Columbia Libraries card and unlock access to over 350,000 books across 12 locations. High-quality programs like author visits, performers, and special events, and more. Plus, no late fines. Visit a Mid-Columbia Libraries branch near you for more information or visit midcolumbialibraries.org/reciprocal.
Next, E.T. Eric Dane, the latest on his ALS fight. Plus, Ralph Fiennes on joining the Hunger Games prequel. Then, from White Lotus back to the Gilded Age, we're with Carrie Coon. Next, E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your entertainment news, the world's most famous, frightening, fictional shark turns 50 today.
The legendary hit film Jaws hit theaters on June 20th, 1975. The film has been noted by many as the forerunner of modern Hollywood, putting director Steven Spielberg on the map.
His Jaws followed 2 years later by George Lucas's Star Wars, were the two films credited with launching the new Hollywood. Jaws has also been blamed for creating shark phobia, making some people terrified of swimming in the ocean.
It's a good thing, yeah.
Safety first, everyone. They're out there.
The movie rights for Jaws were purchased for roughly $175,000. It cost $12 million to make it and made $267 million at the domestic box office.
The film spawned 3 Oscar wins and set the table for 3 sequels. Jaws was based on the Peter Benchley novel of the same name.
It was said to be partially inspired by a series of real-life shark attacks at the Jersey Shore in 1916. And when Roy Scheider said, "I think we're going to need a bigger boat," he improv that line very famously.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Look at that.
I just like the music. On more entertainment news, on Wednesday, actor Eric Dane appeared in LA on the red carpet for the first time since announcing he has ALS.
Yeah, the event was to mark the season 1 premiere of the Amazon Prime series Countdown. Dane is a part of that. And the 52-year-old Grey's Anatomy alum revealed his ALS diagnosis to People magazine back in April.
In a June interview, he said despite the diagnosis, he did not intend to slow down his pace of work. This week, he told ABC's Good Morning America his left arm is functioning, but his right side is not.
And there is no cure for ALS, which is also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a rare degenerative condition that causes progressive muscle paralysis.
He was McSteamy, wasn't he?
McSteamy.
McSteamy.
So sad.
I know.
Moving on now to a real-life scary incident. Rhode Island authorities have identified the person whose remains were found near a home that is owned by Taylor Swift.
The remains belonged to Eric Ween, a Massachusetts resident. According to the South Kingston Police Department, they say the 31-year-old was reported missing back in mid-April and that his vehicle was found in the area about a week earlier.
Police said foul play is not suspected and that they extend condolences to Ween's family. Swift bought the house in the neighborhood in 2013 for nearly $18 million, according to the New York Times.
And we always talk about how Taylor Swift is always making headlines, and this is something that she is not involved in. It's just a crazy thing that happened near her.
Wild incident, yeah.
Scary.
All right, so much more ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. It's been years in the making, and now East Yakima is making a splash. The new community pool that's bringing excitement and relief this summer.
And it's almost the weekend. We'll take a look at some community events that are kickstarting this summer. It's all coming up in your next half hour.
This 4th of July, set your perfect remodel free. During our Made in the USA sale, take 50% off American-made carpets, floors, and more. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
I thought people exaggerated about the pain from shingles.
I was wrong. I learned that the hard way.
But you don't have to. Talk to your healthcare provider today.
First you hear it, then you feel it. That's the crunchy, melt-in-your-mouth feeling of Ritz Toasted Chips.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Seattle-born stand-up comedian and impressionist Adam Ray, live at Legends Casino, Friday, July 11th. Known best for his Netflix special, Adam Ray is Dr. Phil Unleashed, as well as his popular YouTube channel.
If you don't know what Citizens App is, it's an app you can put on your phone that notifies you of all the danger that's lurking. That sounds like fun. Yeah, there's a lot of people cooking for Cocoa Puffs right outside your door.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Don't miss Adam Ray, live on July 11th at Legends Casino in Toppenish.
Power through your summer chores with less downtime. And enjoy more playtime with Steel Battery.
This 4th of July, set your perfect remodel free. During our Made in the USA sale, take 50% off American-made carpets, floors, and more. At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. Love the home you live in.
Wendy Redmond, Austin Reed, Stacy Lee weather. Apple Valley News Now, on your side. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good Friday morning. Thanks so much for waking up with us. Joining us here for Good Morning Northwest, I'm Jade Elliott.
I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colbert.
And it is the first official day of
summer.
Yes.
Do you guys have a summer song before we go to the 3-degree guarantee?
Summer song?
I think.
Rest in peace to Brian Wilson.
Oh, Surfing USA.
Okay, good one.
Oh, that is a good one. I don't think I have a specific summer song.
I think the one that was just made on social media about Justin Bieber when he was crashing out, that one. I think that's my official summer song now.
Is that your official summer song? I like it. Yeah, it's just anything that my kids are bopping around the house with.
Yeah. Any Sabrina Carpenter also.
She had the official summer song last summer with
I think
Espresso.
this year she will too. So
well, we'll have to see.
But speaking of summer, no summer weather really.
No, not well. Next week
today.
for sure. Not today though. It's going to feel pretty spring-like for the first weekend of summer. But this is.
Why does it always do that to us?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's like
backwards.
It is backwards.
Got the wrong memo.
Toying with us a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, here is. There's no way to segue into this. This is our 3-degree guarantee sponsored.
Stop toying with us.
Sponsored by our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. Yesterday went with the forecast high. Went with a forecast high of 81 yesterday in Pasco. Tri-Cities have verified at 79. The jackpot hit 1250, $1,250. That's 50 forecast in a row. Woohoo. Okay, so for today, forecast high of 74. If the actual high verifies between 71 to 77, the jackpot's going to hit 1275, $1,275. If that doesn't happen, the jackpot could be yours. Find out how to win the jackpot by going to applevalleyNewsNow.com, clicking on the contest page, or you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. Now what's on your screen is a live look at Richland. This view also coming courtesy of our friends at the Legends Casino and Hotel. It's pretty gray, pretty gloomy out there, some June gloom for this morning. And that camera was shaking a little bit as some of these gusts, which were not really confined to Hermiston this morning, but more concentrated in Hermiston in the basin, now starting to spread up into the Tri-Cities. And so across the map, it's really breezy/windy. And these are going to be persistent gusts throughout the day, likely peaking in intensity around the peak of daytime heating, 4, 5, 6 p.m. Temperatures this morning in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s up in the Cascades, 40s in the Blues. Your hour-by-hour forecast for today for the Tri-Cities, even though it's starting off gray, could have some sunshine breaking through at times, and high temperatures going to be comfortable at the peak of daytime heating, but will be 10 degrees cooler than normal for the first day of summer. That means 60s and 70s for lower elevations. Can't even rule out a shower today in the upper Yakima Valley, but the rest of us, at least in lower elevation, should be dry. I'll take you on that zone-by-zone tour of this sort of gloomy first day of summer. That's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Josh. Starting this half hour of news, looking at local education with summer does feel like it's out with the weekend.
Starting.
I know. With summer starting, school's out, and Cruz and Sunnyside are making the most of the break, jumping into phase 2 of a sidewalk safety project near local schools.
Ooh, so the city just gave the green light to install 24 new ADA curb ramps, expanding on work that started earlier this year.
Yeah, so most of the funding comes from the state, but Sunnyside will be chipping in a bit more than expected. Excuse me, due to some engineering hurdles.
Crews are already working on the job, and if everything stays on schedule, the improvement should be finished by July 14th, and that's well before students should be heading back to class.
Turning to Yakima now, after years of hard work and fundraising, East Yakima is now home to a community pool of its own. Take a look. Excuse me, got a tickle in my throat. The brand new aquatic center at MLK Junior Park officially opened its gates with a ribbon cutting ceremony this afternoon. Not this afternoon, yesterday afternoon. Kids lining up, ready to make the first splash, and didn't waste any time jumping in. Eric Silver is one of the key voices behind the project, says the pool is more than just a place to cool off. It is a valuable resource that will make a big impact on families and lasting impression on the community.
Well, you know, I got to be able to watch the kids being able to try it out, and it was just very emotional just to watch them, to be able to know that, you know, they're going to learn skills that are going to last a lifetime, whether it's swimming lessons or water safety.
If you are looking to join the fun, the pool will be open 7 days a week through late August.
All right, talking community events now. It's officially the first day of summer and weekend of summer, and that means our calendar is filling up quite fast.
That's right. So whether you are going to be soaking up some sun, discovering a new hobby, or celebrating local culture, there is something for everyone.
Before heading straight to the weekend, let's take a look at some of the events happening across the Tri-Cities.
Now, as we're looking to dive into the summer, the city of Richland is throwing a celebration at John Dam Plaza, and it's packed with free, family-friendly fun.
Nothing screams summer like live music, lawn games, face painting, tasty treats, all of it happening at the Dive Into Summer event.
And it's not just food and fun. Local groups like the Reach Museum, the Girl Scouts, and Mid-Columbia Children's Museum will also be on hand with activities and info on low-cost summer programs.
And don't forget to say happy birthday to the Richland Library mascot, Theo, who will be there for pictures and, of course, high fives.
It's happening tomorrow from 6 to 8 at John Dem Plaza, so grab the kids, bring a blanket, and start this summer with a splash.
Also calling all collectors, from sports cards to vintage coins, there's something for everyone this weekend.
Yeah, the 2025 PNW Collector Convention is back for its second year, and they say it's bigger and better than ever.
Whether you're into trading card games, sports memorabilia, or rare coins, you'll find it all at the Three Rivers Convention Center this weekend.
And it runs all weekend. That's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that's Saturday and Sunday.
So expect dozens of top vendors and collectors from across the region ready to buy, sell, and trade.
It's a great chance to browse or kickstart your collection. And the best part, admission is totally free.
That is my favorite word, free. All right, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a bear in the kitchen, a gator at the motel, and a spider you don't even want to know where. I don't want to know where.
Nope, I don't like any of this, but we're going to talk about it because, you know, we're crazy like that. We're going to
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at the wildest animal encounters that happened this week in this morning's Take a Look at This. And look at that. Live look from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky Camera at Richland's Columbia Point. It is not as sunny,
shaky, isn't it?
Sunny as you'd want it to be on this first day of summer, but Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert is going to break down our forecast and what we can expect as we head into the weekend after the break.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Never a Bother aims to connect families, friends, and allies to make sure young people in their life know that they are there for them and can reach out at any time.
Never a bother.
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 Learn how at neverabother.org. Remember, you are never a bother.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Vance Heating and Air has been keeping Yakima homes cool since 1986. If your air conditioner needs service this summer, we'll take $86 off the cost of any AC repair. Our skilled technicians service all makes and models, and we guarantee you'll be happy when our work is complete. If your old AC is a throwback, save now on a new energy-efficient Daikin Fit system. Don't leave it to chance. Call Vance.
It's time to lose your generic weather app. Scan this QR code to download the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. It's the app you need from the team you trust.
The Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app, only from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
I don't like the silent treatment.
Next live, Kate Winslet, plus Morse Chestnut,
and Carrie Coon.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a windy day in the Kittitas Valley. Peak gust up around 50 miles per hour. Very interesting weather in Kittitas County for today, as showers and thunderstorms are going to be likely up in the Cascades, but should be dry with mostly sunny skies in Ellensburg. Room temperature as the high is going to be in the upper 60s. In the Yakima Valley, low 70s, partly cloudy skies. Can't rule out a shower or two in the upper Yakima Valley. Should be dry in the lower valley, and we should keep it dry in the basin, at least for today. Highs near 75, partly to mostly cloudy, and it will be windy, especially down towards the Tri-Cities and Hermiston. Some of those peak gusts up around 40 miles per hour. Also pretty windy in the foothills for today. Some of the strongest gusts peaking around 45 miles per hour in the Morrow County foothills. And then we're going to have lighter winds in the higher terrain of the Blue Mountains. Temperatures there in the 50s and 60s. Here is today's vegetation dryness forecast. And remember, these have all been adjusted for typical dryness per microclimate. We're still going to be in that critically dry threshold, in that critically dry territory in the Cascades and the upper Yakima Basin, and an elevated level of dryness for the valleys, for the lower Columbia Basin, for the Blue Mountains and the Blue Foothills. Now, as we head into the weekend, temperatures go down, rain chances going up. That means that vegetation dryness is going to be going down. So we like it when this map just shows green and yellows, but I think this map is going to light up again as we head into next week.
All right, check this out. We've got wild neighbors, big bites, and some very bold visitors in today's Take a Look at This.
From a brave senior pup going nose to nose with a bear, to a gator checking into a motel, and a tarantula making a late night house call.
Let's just say it's been a busy week in the animal kingdom, and we've got the fur, scales, and chills to prove it.
Here's Patrick Cornell with today's Take a Look at This.
Take a look at this scary snout-to-snout standoff inside a California home. A black bear barged into the house only to be met by a 17-year-old dog named Doodle. No worries, Doodle escaped the scare unharmed. Undaunted by Doodle's fearsome fangs, the bear continued to raid the kitchen, and this wasn't the bear's first foray that day, breaking into another neighbor's home through a window to steal some snacks.
I had opened up the freezer, ruined a perfectly good gluten-free pizza, and really chowed down on the pancetta and bacon.
Then, working off those calories by taking a dip in a nearby pool. Buddy's having a very big day. Reportedly, the bear hung around the neighborhood for hours before finally being run off. In the things that shouldn't be here category,
I would bring your dog inside. There's an alligator over here.
No, not a small alligator. Someone spotted this behemoth outside their motel room in Fairfax, Virginia, and called the cops. An investigator arrived to find this 6-foot-long, scaly surprise loitering around. Reportedly, the reptile was traveling from New York to a zoo in North Carolina, but the overnight motel slumber party is apparently a big ol' no-go for gators, so police quickly helped escort the animal and its owner out of the county. And if a gator creeping around your door doesn't give you nightmares, try this terrifying tarantula instead. Don't worry, we'll rewind and pause it so you can partake in this horrifying image. The alarming arachnid was seen on camera in the middle of the night crawling around outside a home in Austin, Texas. A picture-perfect way to scare the daylights out of any homeowner. Good luck sleeping after that notification pops up on your phone. For Take a Look at This, yikes! I'm Patrick Cornell.
That's when you start using the garage, the back door, anything else but that front door to leave.
Yeah. They're
you never
trapped.
know.
Now they're trapped.
I don't care if it's been 3 weeks. I'm not going out that front door. I need confirmation it's
like
not there.
Like a flamethrower.
Yeah. But the bear had the right idea for the first day of summer.
That bear.
It's rude. Yeah. I mean, that's
all over the place.
That's what I want to do for summer, just eat and swim.
Eat and swim.
Not the fight part, because
Had the right idea.
not square up with the Chihuahua.
That was a brave dog. Jeez.
Of course, Chihuahua.
Of course, yeah. All right, still ahead here on Good Morning Northwest. Your morning sprint, everything you need to know as you head out the door this morning. And of course, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will be back with your full First Alert forecast as we give you that live look outside from our Legends Casino and Hotel Sky camera at Richland's Columbia Point. We're back after this.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. With the Chase Ink card, we got up and running in no time.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Ink Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business.
Come out to Giza Stadium Friday, June 20th as the Dust Devils play as the Viñeros de Tri-City. It's a family feast night with special prices on select food and drink and a Viñeros tote bag giveaway for the first 500 fans. All thanks to Giza Credit Union. Saturday, June 21st, celebrate the summer solstice with a post-game fireworks show thanks to ProMade Homes. For tickets, head to the official site dustdevilsbaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It will blow you away.
At US Cellular, we created an event to celebrate our customers, like Luana here, called Us Days.
Yeah, they give us special rewards and exclusive deals and everything. It almost feels like we're part of a cool club together.
Sure does.
Slide, connect. Woo, woo, woo. Hug, shake.
Us Days just got bigger. All customers get a free phone with no trade-in.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. 2 locations, Spokane and Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. See the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center and Hapo Center Pasco. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Celebrate Walla Walla is back. June 19th through 21st. 3 days of world-class wine. Tour vineyards with winemakers. Expand your palate and don't miss the block party. This is Walla Walla Valley at its finest. Tickets are on sale now. Secure yours today.
Hey guys, it's Men's Health Awareness Month, and we're reminding you that any time is a good time to start healthy living decisions. Learn more at applevalleyNewsNow.com.
Sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health. Learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
We decided to open Playroom to give others the space to be creative. Having a Chase Ink card has allowed us to grow and make something from nothing.
Earn up to 5% cash back on business essentials with the Chase Ink Business Cash Card from Chase for Business.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a very windy day, especially in the Kittitas Valley and the Morrow County foothills. But across the map, it's going to be breezy/windy. Persistent gusts throughout the day, 5 this morning to 5 in the morning on Saturday. So we're thinking that the peak time frame for that is probably going to be 4, 5, 6 p.m. at the peak of daytime heating. Otherwise, today we're going to see thunderstorms likely up in the Cascades to the east of there. Mostly dry. We'll show you futurecast here in just a second. High temperature is going to be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for the first day of summer, so 60s and 70s for lower elevations, 40s in the Cascades, 40s and 50s for the Blues. Then for tonight, slightly more widespread showers and thunderstorms. Overnight lows down into the 40s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s for the Cascades and the Blues. For tomorrow, wind's going to make a comeback. This time not as strong, but still peak gusts could be around 35 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley, 40 miles per hour for the Morrow County foothills. Now let's time out some of these rain chances with Futurecast radar. We put this into motion. This is 8 this morning, a few sprinkles in the Cascades, but as the day progresses, this is lunchtime. This is as we're starting to get into this would be early bird special dinner time, but you can see thunderstorms up in the Cascades. To the east of there, maybe a few showers, but it is looking like the Cascades are going to catch the bulk of this. Then another round for Saturday morning. Once again, it looks like this is going to slide by the Cascades. To the east of there, a few showers possible 4 p.m. tomorrow, perhaps some light rainfall on top of the basin, but You get the gist. There are going to be opportunities for rainfall over the next couple of days. Not going to be a washout. Don't cancel any outdoor plans, especially to the east of the Cascades. Rainfall totals over the next 48 hours, struggling to even get a half an inch of rainfall for either of our mountain ranges, and in between the mountain ranges, struggling to pick up a tenth of an inch of rainfall. A few more showers left over for Sunday, perhaps a few more thunderstorms as well, but much drier for Monday and beyond. Not just drier, but hotter as well. 15 degrees cooler than normal for Saturday, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, it's like that never even happened, as we'll be above average for this time of the year. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Windy but dry today. A few showers possible Saturday and Sunday, then drying out and warming up for next week. In Yakima, rain likely for Saturday, especially in the morning. A few showers left over Sunday, then it's a thing of the past by Monday. In Ellensburg, very windy today, a little bit less so for Saturday, then perhaps a thunderstorm or two for Sunday. In Hermiston, windy over the next couple days, showers possible this weekend, then hot and dry weather returns next week. Then in Walla Walla, dry and windy today, a few showers possible Saturday through Monday, then drying out and heating back up to around 90 as soon as Tuesday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, Sherry Papini speaking to ABC News for the first time.
You've told massive lie after lie after lie for years. So why should people believe this version of your story?
Papini, who spent 10 months in prison for making false statements to federal investigators, now sharing what she says is her story in her self-published book.
Why write the book now?
There are several versions of what happened out there. This is mine. This is my words. It's backed by loads and loads of evidence, and my heart is in it. It's vulnerable. It's everything from start to finish, and it hasn't even concluded.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of our interview with Sherry Papini. With our GMA First Look, I'm Juju Chang, ABC News, New York.
Did you know your brain has 3 dimensions of memory? Working, short term, and long term. That's why we created new Nariva Memory 3D. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Nariva's revolutionary formula has clinically tested ingredients that support 3 dimensions of memory. Take it from me. An elephant never forgets. When you need to remember, remember Nariva.
Dry, brittle hair? New Pantene Damage Repair formulas are infused with provitamins, argan, and jojoba oils to repair weak inner hair bonds for stronger, healthier hair. Without the $90 price tag, it's intensive care for your hair. Pantene.
Upset stomach? Iberogast. Indigestion? Iberogast. Bloating? Iberogast. Thanks to a unique combination of herbs, Iberogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better. 6 digestive symptoms, the power of nature. Iberogast.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:52. It's time for your morning sprint. We want to start off in your national headlines. The Department of Homeland Security says it wants members of Congress to give a 72-hour notice before they visit an ICE detention center. That's according to new guidance. Lawmakers had not been required to do so previously. That was under the Annual Appropriations Act. In addition to the notice, the DHS is also seeking to differentiate ICE field offices from detention centers.
Time to check those mattress tags in your business news this morning at 6:52. About 100,000 Crayon mattresses sold on Amazon are being recalled because of a fire hazard. Consumer Product Safety Commission says they failed to meet the federal government's open flammability requirements. It says they pose a risk of serious injury or even death. Mattresses were sold exclusively on Amazon. The 10 and 12-inch full queen and king sizes were sold from July 2022 to July 2024. If you own one, stop using it immediately and contact them for a full refund.
In your health news, a new coronavirus variant is spreading in many parts of the world, and it's arrived in the U.S. It's been identified as the cause of the COVID-19 resurgence in China and several other Asian countries. Experts in Europe are predicting a possible increase in cases there, and it is possible a summer wave could also happen in the U.S. All right, now we go to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning.
First up, we start in Kennewick, where an off-duty police officer was arrested for suspicion of DUI. Authorities say Officer Fernando Ramos was found after crashing into a parked car on North Montana Street late Wednesday night. He was arrested at the scene and later released on a $1,000 bond. Benton County Sheriff's Office now handling that investigation.
Crews are making progress on a wildfire near Collicum Road in Kittitas County, and containment is now at 50%. It broke out yesterday and burned through about 60 acres. The evacuation levels that were in place have since been lowered from a level 3 to level 2, and that's for the 9,000 block of Collicum Road.
Meanwhile, in Pasco, police are investigating a daytime robbery that happened at the Alex A. Money and Jewelry Shop on North Fifth Avenue. No serious injuries reported, but we're told that the suspect may have tied up the store clerk before getting away with merchandise. Anyone with surveillance footage from the area is asked to contact police.
And tonight at Rocky Reach Park, people will be gathering to remember the 3 young girls who were killed by their father, Travis Decker. A memorial is being led by their mother, Whitney, and people are encouraged to bring something to sit on and also a candle or glow stick. And the evening will serve as a time of reflection, unity, and love.
And finally, Richland is kicking off summer in style with Dive Into Summer. It all takes place Saturday at John Dam Plaza. There'll be live music, games, food vendors, and even a birthday celebration for the Richland Library mascot, Theo, who is an adorable green dinosaur I just Googled.
Yeah.
The fun all starts at 6 p.m. It is free for the whole family. All right, 6:54. Before we head into the weekend, we have a story that you really can't make up.
So get this. This week, a chicken was spotted loitering outside a Buffalo Wild Wings in Des Moines, Iowa.
It's risky business. And while we may never know what she was thinking, animal rescuers were quick to step in before things got crispy.
Or spicy.
Look at this.
Oh, it's unclear why the bird was there. Maybe she had a possible death wish, or maybe she's trying to bring some friends out.
Maybe she's trying to get an adrenaline rush, you know.
Oh yeah, goodness gracious.
Or she's a little dum-dum. That's okay.
Yeah, you know.
Well, the Animal Rescue League of Iowa, the state's largest nonprofit animal shelter, was notified and they rescued her. They said the confused hen is now safe and being cared for.
Bless her little heart.
Maybe she just wanted to watch the game, Game 6
of
the NBA
yeah.
last night on Apple Valley News Now. Maybe that's what she was watching.
Yeah, she's a basketball fan.
Yeah. Well, she isn't currently up for adoption, but the group said it has other chickens and other barn animals that are.
No, I want the dumb one.
Yeah.
She's cute.
Give me that hen.
Or just, she's just
bopping around, a curious little chick.
An adrenaline junkie. It gets her little heart pumping.
That's
okay,
funny.
I'm done with this.
Oh, get us
First day of summer.
Yeah, first day of summer and no sunshine.
Yeah, I mean, there could be a little bit of sunshine, but
not really the sunshine.
Remember at the beginning of last week, it was like 103, 104.
Yeah.
I think that
Josh,
I
barely remember yesterday.
I was trying, folks. Well, anyway, it was 103 or 104 a couple weeks back. I feel like that would have been more appropriate for today. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the wind gusts out there this morning. It's pretty widespread across the map at this point. They are going to be persistent all throughout the day, likely peaking around 4, 5, 6 p.m. And peak gusts could be up around 50 miles per hour in the Kittitas Valley. That's definitely who will see the brunt of it. Right now, temperatures in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations, 30s and 40s up in the mountains. Later today, 60s and 70s for lower elevations. Again, some sunshine. Will be about 10 degrees cooler than normal for the first day of summer. Bottom line for the forecast, very windy today, especially in the Kittitas Valley. Rain chances from Friday through Sunday. The wettest day going to be on Saturday. But again, folks, not a washout for this weekend. And much, much, much cooler than normal as we head into this weekend, but warmer than normal for the first week of summer. Then attract some of those shower and thunderstorm chances for this weekend. It would be a great weekend to have the first alert weather app on hand. You can see the precip chances and timing in your neck of the woods.
And thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Good Morning America's up next. We'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5.
Have a great day.